So, as two women who are part of the queer community, we are about to say what a lot of people are too afraid to say. And we're just going to go into it because this is going to be a little different, a little off the cuff, but we are feeling really inspired. And when you have that inspired thought, you got to run with it. And that's what we're going to do. And we're a little nervous, if you can't tell. I've got my emergency breakout tool. Very lesbian of me to have, in case I need to bust out of this video and never come back to YouTube.
Something that we have both felt for a while now, and now we're just feeling the courage to actually say it out loud, say it to the world. We're intending that whoever is meant to hear this hears this, because if we're feeling this way, there must be other gay people feeling this way in the world. And so we live in a time, obviously, where I think people are so afraid to mess up, to make a mistake, that everything has to be so PC. And if you don't say something PC, you're going to get canceled. Like, I myself am afraid of that. But, my identity is being, a mixed person of color, a queer person of color. Like, it's crazy that someone with my identity can feel this way, and also someone who's like, straight white man can also feel that way, have those same fears. So I hope that makes sense.
If you're new here, my name is Jessy.
My name is V.
And we help heal women from the inside out through breath work, energy work, and conscious coaching. So if that sounds like a good fit and you like what you've heard so far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. B was saying, it's, I feel like so many people probably feel this way, but are too afraid. Like, we made the video the other day about before coming out, and we ended up re-recording some of those pieces. A lot of things were edited out and redone because we were so afraid to speak to the community that we're a part of. And that's like a really wild thought, because I was like, wait, we can't say this because somebody might get offended, or we can't say that because we're leaving this type of person out, or we might offend this person. And it's like, whoa.
Yeah, and we're not saying like it is okay to just say whatever you want without a filter and have like the worst of intentions, right? Like, that's not what we're talking about. Jess and I have the purest of intentions. We love our community, we love ourselves, we love the world. Like, we don't have bad intentions. And so if we misstep, or if we accidentally leave someone out, I mean, sometimes it's like impossible to include everyone, especially with like our spoken word. Like, words can only communicate so much. And I don't know, it's just like, what was I even saying?
Okay.
I just got like a little overwhelmed, but
you have a lot to say. You have a lot.
I have a lot to say, because I'm thinking of this one instance actually, when we were talking about different identities, okay? And like, I just want to be very frank. Like, I am not trans. However, I have worked with the trans community for years and years and years and years. That's what I did. Like my specialization in graduate school. Like, I was on this thing called the trans team. Like, I worked really closely with trans folks, getting them letters of rec for different medical treatments, stuff like that. My cousin is trans. Like, I just felt very called and connected to the trans community. I've dated trans people. It's a close connection. I have a pretty good understanding of like language, terminology, all of that, and how that identity is very different and separate from sexuality. So gender identity is different than sexuality. So like, let's just put that out there. Some people, and probably some gay people, may not know that that's like totally different, but it is. And I recognize that. And so I remember we did like an Instagram post just talking about, I think we did like just talking about different identities, and we said asexual, lesbian, trans,
pan.
Right. We were just throwing all of the letters out there because we were just
trying to be inclusive of everyone.
Yeah, and that felt authentic and good. I didn't think anything of it. But this person, I don't know if they were trans or not, but they kind of came for us and they were like, just so you know, trans is different, or gender identity is different than sexuality. They said something to that effect, like trying to like correct us. And it felt a little like passive aggressive. And I was just like,
yeah, they were coming for us. Can just feel like B was saying, we never have negative intentions, bad intentions. Like, we have a really pure intent behind our messaging and what we're saying, and like, we're a part of the community, but sometimes it feels like the community is against you, and it's like, whoa, like, where is this like balance of just like peace and understanding and acceptance and love? Because like, that's what the queer community is all about. It's like love and acceptance. But like, the second that you mess up or you don't use the correct terminology or something, like, that love and acceptance is out the window. And it's like, whoa, where's the grace?
This is just coming to me now, like, maybe because being in the queer community and like being a marginalized population, like we are obviously wounded and we're hurt by people that do have bad intentions, that do come for us. So we're so on guard. Like, now I'm thinking, and I'm having more compassion for that person. Like, maybe they couldn't even have good faith in me because so many people had gotten it wrong so many times. So that was just their automatic response.
Right. It's like
I completely get
swing,
that.
Right? Like, I feel like we as a community have suffered as like a minority group for a long time, and we feel suppressed, and like people are against us, so like our guard is up, and it's just like now like the pendulum has swung the other way, and it's just like now we're kind of like the attackers, and that's, you know, not what we are aiming to be, right? That's not the point of our whole, the whole point of the queer community is like acceptance and love. It always goes back to that. And another unpopular opinion that I just have that's just coming to me, and I don't have kids, we don't have kids, we don't necessarily want kids, but I don't agree with like having kids at Pride. I said it.
When Jess first told me this viewpoint, I was like, what? What are you talking about?
I was nervous.
Kids are allowed out at Pride. What are you talking about? Why shouldn't they be exposed? But then I really thought about it.
But if you really think
what happens at Pride?
Everyone's getting drunk. Everyone is getting like so drunk, and then you've got like half naked, mostly gay men gyrating around, and it's like, I feel uncomfortable. If I feel uncomfortable, like, and I don't necessarily want to be around, I'm not like saying it's a bad thing. Like, sure, if you're a gay man and you're watching this, gyrate all you want to, but like,
do it.
I'm not gonna bring my 3-year-old niece to see that. It's just not, it's not a place for kids, in my opinion. And you can have your opinion.
Right.
This is mine.
Right. And let's all be respectful here of like different opinions. Like, we are adults. We can have different opinions. We can love, accept, and embrace each other even with disagreeing. So that's like a wild concept, but I believe that can happen. The other unpopular opinion, and something that I'm most nervous to talk about, but I think that that's the reason why I have to talk about it, so I'm being very brave right now, is that I'm a gay person and I am not liberal. And it makes me very uncomfortable to be around other people that assume, for better or for worse, that I am liberal, that I'm a Democrat, that I have all of these views that I don't necessarily. It is like, I feel like I'm put into this box, and like, that's not me. It doesn't mean that I'm super conservative and Republican. I'm actually, I don't identify with either. I don't really feel like I am political at all. And that's like another scary thing to say. It's like, oh my God, you're not political, you're not informed, what are you doing? Oh my, like, I don't live in that world. Like, I don't. Some people might say I live in a bubble and whatever, I'm misinformed and I'm doing so much harm. I don't see that. I don't feel that, but you can have your opinion, but I don't subscribe to any of it, because you know what? I don't think it's freaking real. It's not real. It's a false matrix that you're living in, and you can call me a conspiracy theorist. You can do whatever you want. I don't care. it's not real. There, I said it, and I don't subscribe to it. Therefore, I am not going to participate in a system that I don't believe in, that I don't believe is real.
And guess what? The bubble that we live in is full of peace. It's not full of fear, fear-mongering, watching the news, crashing out over, what this fake president is doing right now.
Right.
None of it's real.
It's all distractions. And we're not saying that people don't get hurt and affected over these things. Like, I'm not saying, like, all of that is made up. I do believe that even though this is not real and we're in this false matrix, a certain person that's elected can have very real consequences to the world, to humanity. I understand that. However, I don't allow that to dictate my world and how I navigate the world.
The whole point is to keep us divided, and the more that we stay divided and full of like we were talking about that pendulum swing where it's like now we're kind of becoming the aggressors, and it's like that's not where we need to kind of like get back to that balance where like nobody's aggressing anybody, nobody's being aggro with anybody, and we can all if we all banded together.
Wow, so these were some really scary things to talk about.
I know, I'm really proud of you for talking about how a lot of people assume just by the way that I look that I'm like super liberal, and like that's just it's not the case, guys. It's not. But I'm also like not conservative. I'm not on the Republican end of things. Like I'm kind of in the middle. Like I see both sides. I see, I don't even want to label myself as like independent, but I see both sides of the spectrum. So
yeah, I just feel like it's such a broken system too. Like I don't know what I want, but I think I want something different.
The bipartisan system is not working. But it was set up to not work in our favor. Yeah.
It's all by design.
It's two wings of the same bird.
That's how I see it.
It's two wings of the same bird, guys. So
we said it.
We did it.
There's a lot more that I feel like I want to talk about, but we'll save that for another video.
Yeah. So let us know if you share some of these same thoughts. Like if you're in the queer community, let us know. Like if you have maybe like have had these thoughts but are too afraid to say it. Because I've seen people in the queer community, like I was telling B this morning, like, oh, there was this woman on this lesbian group that I'm a part of on Facebook. And she basically was like very upfront about her politics and where she stands, and was just looking for, queer women to hang out with, and people crucified her
because she identified as Republican.
Right. People were really nasty, and it was like, wait a minute. So like if you've ever had an experience like that from your community, let us know. Like we would love to like hear how, what this looks like for you.
Yeah, and how you navigated it. Okay. Well, we were vulnerable. It is what it is. We're putting it out there. We still love you, even if you are totally getting triggered by us right now. Like, I can understand. Like, this would have triggered Brianna B 6 years ago.
Same. It would have triggered me.
Because I used to be super in that box that I thought I should be in, and I would have been livid. So I get it. I'm sending you love. Take what you need, leave the rest, and go love yourself.